Hi, I'm Rich Allen, and I wanted to introduce myself to the ISI community. It's a pleasure to be here. Glad to be among a good group of guys. I am doing this video from my office in Frisco, Texas, just north of Dallas, Fort Worth. I've been here, lived here now for the past 12 years or so. I've got a wife. Her name is Drew. We've been married for well over 20 years now. I've got 3 children. I've got a daughter from a previous marriage. Her name's Megan. She's 32, lives in the area. I've got a son who's 23, who lives in Savannah, Georgia, and after he graduated from college at Berry College outside of Atlanta. And then I've got a daughter who's a senior in college at High Point University. Her name's Andrew. So she's with us one more year, and then we're legitimately empty nesters. I'm originally from Cleveland, just outside the Cleveland area. I come from a very large family. I've got 11 brothers and sisters. Worked with my dad in his family-owned business for several years before I went to college. My dad was a window washer by trade. I lived on the poor side of town, if you can't imagine that, with 12 kids in the family. I ended up going to school at Arizona State for my undergrad, went into the military, had a military commitment, spent most of that time in Germany with the Army after college. Ended up joining Texas Instruments here in Dallas for my first tour in Dallas. I was here for 15 years with TI, and then got recruited away by Pella Corporation to go to Iowa, where I joined Pella Corporation, the window company, and I ended up running a business for Pella up in Minnesota, their entry door business, for the past 7 years that I was there. I retired from Pella about 13 years ago, and at that point, my wife and I said some prayers and asked God where He wanted us to serve, and my wife came to me one day and said, "It's Frisco, Texas." So we moved our family back to Texas, to Frisco, Texas specifically. And I, for the past 11 years, have been working with small business owners to help them grow their business. I'm sitting in front of my bike here in the back for a couple of reasons. One, I am a cyclist. That's one of my favorite hobbies in sports. But more importantly, I use the bike as a metaphor for a business. It's the way that I help communicate how a business works to small business owners, and it's a solid metaphor that's compelling and everyone understands how it works, and they get it, and it really allows them to energize their business. So that's what I've been doing for the past 11 years or so in doing that. I joined ISI just earlier this year. I ended up meeting Big A on an aircraft carrier, believe it or not, in San Diego. Met him there and had the opportunity to visit some, and got motivated and intrigued by the group, and was looking for an accountability group myself, and so I'm thrilled and excited to be a part of it. I manage a mastermind group myself of small business owners, but this helps me be congruent in what I do to be a part of this group. So that's a little about me. I'm excited to be here. It's a beautiful time in my life. I'm in my early 60s and feel like I'm in my 50s, and looking forward to enjoying working years well into my 70s, God willing, and that's my plan. So I look forward to meeting each one of you. I'll look forward to being at the retreats coming up in the future, and being a significant part of this group as well as we go along. If there's anything I can do for any of you, don't hesitate to reach out. It's Rich Allen. My email address is rich@tourtoprofit.com, TOURDEPROFIT.com. Reach out. Let's find some time to chat. Take care. Talk to you soon.